Hello guys, my name is Manthan and today I'll show you how I did this effect, this one. The bubbles flowing up in that tube. That's it. First you place Shift A to go towards curve. Okay. Curve. And then you use basic bezier curve. You tab into the edit mode and you first thing you do is X, X and delete everything. And now you can just draw something. Uh, let's say this. So now you can call this your driver, okay, because this is what you'll be using for the particles to go along the line. Okay, and you also need a tube like this. So you'll shift D, right click, and we'll change the name to tube. Okay, and into the data section of and the geometry, you can give it a what do you call it? You can give it a radius diameter. Okay, and then the tube again, and then again shift D, right click, and now we'll create the liquid inside. Okay, so let's see, we can just eyeball it. We'll decrease it. 4. This is fine as well, and we'll close it off. Fill gaps. Okay, now this is done. You can, of course, since this is liquid, you'll have to rename it again. Double click on this and rename it to something like liquid. Okay, and then we'll have to give this a solidify modifier. First we will convert it to mesh, and how you do it is you go to object and then convert. By the way, this is a tip. Okay, you see this little line on this specific letter on everything. You can go to object and then press V, and it will go to that because V is underscored for convert. And you can do this trick when you are well versed with what you want. So convert to mesh, right? So we can select object V and then M, and it does that. Right? And same we would do for this. Convert object V M. Yeah, pardon me. And I just added a modifier just so it looks smooth. Okay. Now our basic setup is done for this thing. And what now we want is a particle system. So let's, we have to we have to put a modifier. So we will go to modifier first. And then you can again just eyeball it. It is not really important. It is already in minus. Of course, you can go to edit mode and then select this face and okay. You can press shift 7 to get the orientation of face. And now you can just directly see accurately. And something like this is fine. Since we won't be showing the end, it is not necessarily needed for you to add any more geometry to the ends. And for the bubbles, we will need a bubble, of course. For that, we will get a icosphere. You can pick anything. UV sphere works as well. Then scale it down in weird ways a little bit. Z and then this, something like that would work. Okay. And now we can add a sub D, just this. And you can see it smooth. The irregularities look good. And also apply the scale, just so there are no issues. And one more important step is when you go into overlays tab, okay, overlays tab, and in this face orientation, you can see everything is blue, as in you can see blue as something which is outside. And if you cut it down in the center, all the inside things would have a red appearance. Since this is a bubble, we would want the inside to be hollow, and for that the inside needs to be what this outside is. I hope you get what I'm saying. So you can tap on the edit mode, select all, and then you can just flip normal, and this is what you'll see. Okay, so we can just, since we know now what the orientation is, okay. So now you can add anything, for example, a circle, and let's GX RX, sorry, RX RY 90. Yes. And we now have a circle. Can we scale it down? What sake? Then again, you don't have to be accurate for this. And tab into edit mode, F to fill, and that is enough. Now we can move this a little bit closer. And now we can add a particle system. Oh, circle, we can call it emitter, 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 and we will give a particle system, and the source would be 900 is enough, 1000 is enough as well. One and lifetime you would have to enter as long as what you want. Jittered, jittered works. Random is fine as well. Just because I don't know if it is necessary or not. And then this is all working. Velocity you'd have to make it completely zero, because you don't want the particles to be thrown off and at a certain velocity towards anywhere. We want the driver to do the driving, okay, and not any physics thing. So we will add rotation, of course, get it all up. Physics is fine. Render as object. Here we will add an instance object of icosphere. And of course, gravity needs to be completely off. And then we will select the driver because we wanted to do the driving. Okay. And there in the physics tab, we'll add force field and then a curve guide. Do note, wherever you are putting this emitter, you should always see when the curve guide is facing in the same direction as well. As in, you want the particles to go like this. If the start is in the right position, when you bake all dynamics, you'll see the particles are going in the right direction, in the right way as intended. See? But if this is not oriented correctly, to orient this, you can go in tab and edit menu, select segments and switch direction. And you'll see now the start point becomes the end. it is hashed. Okay. So when you go back to this setting again, and when you delete all bakes and then bake it all again, you'll see particles are going in very weird direction, which is funny because I was facing this issue for a long time and I had no clue how to correct it. But now I know, and now you know, which is a nice thing. You'll delete all the bake and then again tab into edit. Select this driver first. Tab into edit mode, segment, switch direction again. So this is the start. Okay. Now I can just watch how it looks. So now what we will do is assign some materials. Since I wanted a transparent glass, you can select material. First I'll select, you want a transparent glass. So TRANSPARENT transparent glass. And you can select this one. Okay. You'll not see. But this glass works because you have to do this to get this type of effect. And then we can select the tube and we can make it as this is like add a new material, roughness 0, transmission full, and roughness is little color. This is looking bad because of course the lightings are not correct. For this we can, and now we want to give the same material which we gave to the tube to our icosphere, which is this material. Now if you zoom in a bit, you can see the bubbles coming up. But you will have to adjust its size and all, so it doesn't go out of the bounds. Now this is very easy. You can maybe use it in some project of yours in ways maybe which I have not thought of.